Before I ever surfed Mavericks, I watched it for 2 or 3 years. And every time I watch it, I mind surf it. Surf it with my mind. Okay, if I fell there, where am I going? What's happening? How do I get out? How do I approach this big wave? And it's basically using a manual GPS to put yourself right at the edge of that reef, a half-mile offshore, every single time, in a 10-yard square every single time. And that's just basic. Until that becomes basic for you, you probably shouldn't go out there. And a lot of the guys don't have that kind of...
Do you have a mathematical mind to really key in, or is it just instinctual knowledge that, okay,
well, yeah, math is really easy for me when I apply myself. And fortunately, that was one of the ways that, I mean, you don't use math when you're setting up your manual GPS. You use a tower and a tree on a mountain over here, and a rock and a valley and a tree line over there to triangulate your position. The game has definitely changed. I mean, we're seeing a lot of boards, even these boards. I use a milling machine to shape, but I shape the first ones by hand and then we scan them in. The best shapes that I've built, I've got them back from the guys that have said, this is the magic carpet. And I'll take that board, I'll fix all the dings in it, run it through the scanner, and then I'm able to reproduce that magic carpet for that guy, and he can come in, pick it up off the rack and have the same experience. So the first time I surfed Mavericks, I knew how to put myself in the right place on the end of the reef. And how you do that is you calibrate your positioning by paddling out. Don't get too close to it, but as soon as it breaks and leaves you a whitewater patch, you get outside of that and you start setting up your coordinates. So it's a very methodical, calculated approach to surfing waves that people look at and just go, oh, they can't get their mind around it. Oh, I know what nature's capable of doing. I know it. You know, you have to have a very healthy respect for, you know, from the time I was like 9 or 10 years old, getting caught in a rip and getting sucked out offshore and looking at the beach and realizing I couldn't see anybody. There weren't dog walkers then in 1966. And there's no lifeguards. It's like, okay, you can stop being scared now because you got to save your own Okole. Watching Half Moon Bay grow from under 1,000, maybe under 500 people population when I was a kid. I remember 361 on the population sign on San Mateo Road, which is 92. To, I don't know, 25 to 50,000 on the coast now. So it's a different place. It's a different place. And what has kept me here the whole time is the ocean and being able to leave terra firma and go out in the ocean. Opening Maverick Surf Shop, and it's now being Maverick Surf Shop shirts, and my shirts are now being used to barter all over the world. Indonesia, It's really funny. Somebody said, I got to get another shirt because I traded the last one for shells or for fish or for this or that. Wow. And one of my friends took a picture of a guy coming out to their surf boat in Indonesia in a dugout wood canoe, wearing one of my shirts with the sleeves cut off of it. And
that's props.
That's just like really, I'm really proud and stoked. And you know, what we do here at Maverick Surf Shop is we want to give you a little piece of Mavericks.
So that right here that's Mavericks right there.
Yeah.
And this is Pillar Point where we're at right here.
Yeah, we're right over here and right there.